I noticed something strange tonight. I still make room for you without thinking about it. I still leave space for you on the bed, on the couch, in conversations nobody asked about. Small automatic things my body still remembers. I still walk slower near your favorite cafe, still avoid deleting old playlists, still glance at the passenger seat during long drives home. Not because I believe you'll return, I think some habits just learned your shape too well, and now they don't know where to go. I still leave space for you, for you. Even in completely ordinary moments, I still leave space for you. It doesn't hurt the same anymore, it's quieter now, more distant, like hearing music through another apartment wall. But sometimes the emptiness catches me off guard again. Like tonight I folded laundry and instinctively separated one side of the bed, then stood there for a second, realizing nobody was coming back for it. And honestly, I just felt tired afterward. Not shattered, not dramatic, just tired in a way I can't really explain. I still leave space for you, inside routines, inside silence, inside little unconscious habits. I still leave space for you, and maybe I always will a little. Maybe healing isn't removing someone completely. Maybe it's accepting that certain parts of them stay woven into your life quietly, not loudly, not painfully, just there. I still leave space for you, I still leave space for you, less than before, but not gone. I still leave space for you, in ways I only notice late at night. The other side of the bed stayed cold, and somehow that felt normal now. My phone lit up earlier, and for a second my heart reacted before my mind did. I still wait without meaning to, not intentionally, not hopefully, just in small, automatic ways. Checking notifications too quickly, glancing at crowded doorways, thinking I should tell you this before remembering I can't anymore. It happens less now, but sometimes my body remembers you before reality catches up. And honestly, those moments feel strangely sad, not because I believe you'll come back, just because part of me still hasn't fully adjusted to your absence. I still wait without meaning to, without meaning to, without meaning to. Small reflexes I haven't unlearned yet. Judgments leave echoes behind, because there are still nights where I pause before sleeping, like I'm expecting a message that stopped coming months ago. And certain habits still survive quietly, saving stories to send you, reaching for my phone during good news, leaving emotional space in conversations, not painfully anymore, just softly, like old instincts fading slower than expected. I still wait without meaning to, inside routines, inside passing thoughts, inside ordinary evenings. I still wait without meaning to, and maybe that's okay for now. Healing isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's just noticing how the waiting gets quieter, less desperate, less constant, until one day you realize you finally stopped listening for footsteps that never came. I still wait without meaning to. I still wait without meaning to. Not for you exactly, just for the version of life that used to feel familiar. I still wait without meaning to, but the waiting feels softer lately. The notification disappeared, and this time I put my phone down right away. I typed your name again tonight, just for a second. I almost texted you again, not because something happened, not because I expected a reply. I just saw something small that reminded me of you, and my brain reacted automatically. It's strange how certain habits survive even after all this time. My fingers still remember where your chat used to sit. My thoughts still reach for you first during quiet moments, not constantly anymore, just sometimes. Usually late at night, when everything feels softer. I almost texted you again, but I let the screen go dark instead. I almost texted you again. A year ago, this would have ruined my entire night. Now it mostly feels distant, like watching an old version of myself from far away. And honestly, I think that means something, because I didn't spiral afterward. I just sat there quietly, holding the feeling for a minute, then letting it pass naturally. I still miss you sometimes, but the missing feels lighter now, less urgent, less desperate, more like remembering a place I used to live emotionally. I almost texted you again, inside midnight silence, inside old instincts. I almost texted you again, but this time I didn't need to. Maybe healing is realizing you can miss someone without reopening the wound every time. Maybe it's finally understood without controlling you anymore. And honestly, that feels peaceful in a quiet way. I almost texted you again. I almost texted you again, not to restart anything, just because part of me still remembers how close we used to be. I almost texted you again, then slowly let the feeling leave. Typing bar disappeared, and the night kept moving softly without us. I almost called you tonight. My fingers stayed there for longer than it should have. It's getting harder now to pretend I'm distracted, because everything quiet starts sounding like you again. The kitchen light was on when I walked out at midnight, and for a second I thought you forgot to turn it off. I hate how my brain does that. I've been losing track of days, sleeping with my phone beside me, like I'm waiting for something that already ended. I almost called you. I almost called you just to hear something. I almost called you. I found your voice in the video today by accident, and I replayed it 3 more times. Something about hearing you laugh made my chest feel strange, like my body remembered you all at once. I don't think I'm handling this right. Everyone says time helps eventually, but nothing feels smaller yet. It just feels quieter, and somehow that hurts more. I almost called you. I almost called you just to hear something. I almost called you. I stared at your contact tonight, trying to remember what I even wanted to say. And honestly, I think I just wanted proof you were still somewhere. I almost called you. I almost called you just to hear something. I almost called you. My phone dimmed in my hand, and the room stayed awake without us. I reread the same messages, like they might say something new tonight. There's one conversation from October I still know by heart. somehow. The way you typed "come over" like it was the easiest thing in the world. I keep scrolling too far back, past things that should matter less now. Past jokes I forgot were funny, past versions of us that still felt safe. Sometimes I pause on your voice notes before pressing play, because hearing you again still changes the whole room. I know this probably isn't healthy anymore. I keep replaying old conversations again and again, again and again, like maybe I missed something. I keep replaying old conversations. I started noticing little details lately, how your replies got shorter, how I was always the one checking in first, how you stopped saying goodnight before everything finally ended. And somehow that hurts more now than it did back then. I think part of me is still trying to fix it afterward. Like if I reread everything enough, I'll find the exact moment we disappeared. But all I find is how badly I wanted it to last. And honestly, it's getting harder to sit with. I keep replaying old conversations, your typing habits, the way you spelled my name. I keep replaying every small thing, like my brain won't let it die quietly. I don't think I'm okay anymore. Normal people probably move on by now, but I'm still here, studying old messages like they're evidence of something. Sometimes I wonder if you ever reread them too, or if I'm the only one still stuck inside all this. I keep replaying old conversations, trying to hear love inside broken things. I keep replaying, even though I already know how it ends. Your last message still sounds alive at night. I turned around in the grocery store tonight, because I thought I heard your voice behind me. It wasn't you. That keeps happening lately. Doors opening, footsteps outside, someone laughing too softly. And every single time my body reacts before my brain does. I'm so tired of it. I barely recognize my apartment now. There are dishes in the sink, clothes on the floor, messages I still haven't answered. Everything feels paused, like my life stopped moving, but the world forgot to stop with me. I keep hearing you, even when you're not there. I keep hearing you. I think I've started talking to myself more. Not full conversations, just little things like, where did I put that? Or it's too quiet in here. because silence feels dangerous now. I tried sitting without music earlier, just for a minute, and honestly I couldn't do it. My chest started tightening again, and I kept thinking, if I stay still too long, I'll completely fall apart. I don't know how people survive this. I keep hearing you, hearing you, even when you're not there. I keep hearing you. I looked at myself in the mirror tonight, and for a second I genuinely didn't feel connected to the person staring back. I think grief is changing me in ways I can't explain anymore, and that scares me more than losing you did. I keep hearing you, hearing you, even when you're not there. I keep hearing you. The hallway outside went silent, and I checked anyway. I thought the memories would disappear slowly, but they didn't. They just became smaller. Everything reminds me a little now, not enough to ruin the whole day, just enough to quietly follow me through it. A song in the grocery store, your favorite cereal on the shelf, someone laughing the way you used to, the smell of rain through an open window, little things everywhere. Sometimes I barely react anymore. I just notice the feeling arrive, then sit beside it for a while. I think sadness became routine. Everything reminds me a little, a little, a little, not enough to break me now. Everything reminds me a little. I don't cry the way I used to. Now it's mostly long pauses, staring out windows, forgetting what I was about to say. Half-finished thoughts at night. I still imagine you sometimes next to me in quiet places. Not because I expect you back, just because my brain hasn't fully learned the difference yet. And honestly, I don't know if I want it to. Some memories hurt less now, but they last longer somehow. Everything reminds me a little. The train station, late night drives, empty seats beside me. Everything reminds me a little, and I've stopped fighting it lately. Maybe healing isn't forgetting. Maybe it's learning how to survive reminders without collapsing every time. Because you still exist here, just quieter now. Everything reminds me a little. Everything reminds me a little. Not enough to destroy me, just enough to stay. Everything reminds me a little. Even after all this time. The rain started again outside, and for a second I almost reached for my phone. Remove things around today, but somehow this place still feels like you. Your absence still fills the room. It's the part nobody warned me about. Not missing you, not crying, not even loneliness. Just a strange feeling that you're still here, inside the shape of everything. The chair across from me still matters. The extra pillow still stays untouched. I still lower my voice at night, like you're asleep beside me. I know that sounds unhealthy, but I don't think I know how to live differently yet. Your absence still fills the room, still fills the room, still fills the room. Even silence sounds shaped like you. Your absence still fills the room. I tried opening the windows earlier, hoping fresh air would help something, but the apartment still feels heavy, like grief settled into the walls. I don't think I'm okay anymore, because normal people probably don't talk to empty spaces or freeze when they hear keys outside the door. Sometimes I genuinely forget you're not coming back, and those few seconds before reality returns feel almost peaceful. Then everything collapses again. Something's wrong with me. I can feel myself getting harder to recognize. Your absence still fills the room, inside the kitchen light, inside midnight silence. Your absence still fills the room, and honestly I think it fills me too. I built routines around loving you. That's why losing you feels endless, 'cause now every normal moment has this empty outline around it. And I keep accidentally stepping into it over and over again. Your absence still fills the room. Your absence still fills the room. More than music, more than sleep, more than time passing. Your absence still fills the room, and I don't know who I am without it anymore. The hallway light turned off, and the apartment finally looked as empty as it feels. The apartment feels smaller when it rains at night. I noticed that again today. I've gotten better at functioning now, answering calls, washing dishes, leaving the house before sunset. Small things, the kind nobody notices until they become difficult. And sometimes I can almost go hours without thinking about you directly. And until something shifts quietly. The smell of coffee, a certain street light, the sound of keys against the door, and suddenly you're everywhere again. The room still remembers you, even when I stay quiet. The room still remembers you. Your hoodie finally lost your scent. I realized that last week, and somehow that hurt differently. Less sharp, more empty, like losing something twice. I didn't cry this time though, I just sat on the floor a while, staring at nothing while the washing machine ran quietly in the next room. I think grief changes shape, but never fully leaves the room. Still remembers you, even when I stay quiet. The room still remembers you. I used to think healing meant not missing you anymore, but maybe that's not real. Maybe healing is just learning how to carry the silence without letting it destroy you completely. The room still remembers you, remembers you. Even when I stay quiet, the room still remembers you. The rain kept falling outside, and I let it. The apartment was quiet today, but it didn't feel unbearable anymore. I made dinner for myself and actually sat at the table this time. No videos playing, no music covering the silence, just the sound of forks against plates, cars outside the refrigerator humming softly. Small normal things, the kind I used to avoid completely. I think I've changed a lot since you left, not all at once, just slowly through hundreds of nights. I thought I'd never survive. The silence feels different now, feels different now. It doesn't crush me anymore. The silence feels different now. I still miss you sometimes, in sudden quiet moments, walking home late, passing places we used to sit, hearing certain songs unexpectedly. But the feeling moves through me differently now. Less panic, less fear, more like a pause inside the day. Something gentle that reminds me a version of my life existed where you were here beside me. And honestly, I'm grateful for that now. The silence feels different now, feels different now. It doesn't crush me anymore. The silence feels different now. returning to who I was before. But I don't think that person exists anymore. And maybe that's okay. Maybe surviving something is supposed to change you. Maybe carrying people softly inside your memories is part of being human. The silence feels different now. Feels different now. It doesn't crush me anymore. The silence feels different now. The city lights stayed glowing outside, and I watched them quietly until I fell asleep. I noticed something strange to me. I still make room for you without thinking about it. I still leave space for you on the bed, on the couch, in conversations nobody asked about. Small automatic things my body still remembers. I still walk slower near your favorite cafe. Still avoid deleting old playlists. Still glance at the passenger seat during long drives home. Not because I believe you'll return. I think some habits just learned your shape too well. No, they don't know where to go. I still leave space for you. For you. Even in completely ordinary moments, I still leave space for you. It doesn't hurt the same anymore. It's quieter now, more distant, like hearing music through another apartment wall. But sometimes the emptiness catches me off guard again. Like tonight I folded laundry and instinctively separated one side of the bed. Then stood there for a second, realizing nobody was coming back for it. And honestly, I just felt tired afterward. Not shattered, not dramatic, just tired in a way I can't really explain. I still leave space for you. Inside routines, inside silence, inside little unconscious habits, I still leave space for you. And maybe I always will little. Maybe healing isn't removing someone completely. Maybe it's accepting that certain parts of them stay woven into your life quietly. Not loudly, not painfully, just there. I still leave space for you. I still leave space for you. Less than before, but not gone. I still leave space for you in ways I only notice late at night. The other side of the bed stayed cold, and somehow that felt normal. restored them 30 minutes later. I don't know what's happening to me lately. I keep trying to clean my phone, like deleting things will fix something. But every small reminder of you feels impossible to actually lose. Your name still appears in autocorrect. Your birthday still lives in my passwords. And somehow those tiny things hurt more than the breakup itself now. I've been talking to myself more often, answering questions nobody asked, sitting awake at 3 a.m., feeling emotionally stuck in place. I don't know how to forget you. I don't know how. I don't know how to forget you. To forget you. I try, I really try, but I don't know how. Something's wrong with me because I still imagine telling you things every single day. Good news, bad dreams, random thoughts in grocery stores. My brain still reaches for you first before reality catches up again. And honestly, that moment keeps destroying me. I tried meeting new people recently, but every conversation felt temporary, like I was secretly comparing everyone to someone I already lost. I don't think I'm okay anymore. I think part of me never accepted that you left. I don't know how to forget you. Your voice still exists inside ordinary moments. I don't know how. I don't know how to make this stop hurting quietly. Maybe I held on to you too tightly. Maybe I built too much of myself around being loved by you. Because now that you're gone, everything feels unstable, even me. I don't know how to forget you. I don't know how to forget you. Even after all this time, I still carry you into every room, every night, every version of myself. I don't know how. The screen dimmed again, but I still couldn't close the chat. I noticed something strange to me. I still make room for you without thinking about it. I still leave space for you on the bed, on the couch, in conversations nobody asked about. Small automatic things my body still remembers. I still walk slower near your favorite cafe. Still avoid deleting old playlists. Still glance at the passenger seat during long drives home. Not because I believe you'll return. I think some habits just learned your shape too well. No, they don't know where to go. I still leave space for you. For you. For you. Even in completely ordinary still leave space for you. It doesn't hurt the same anymore. It's quieter now, more distant, like hearing music through another apartment wall. But sometimes the emptiness catches me off guard again. Like tonight I folded laundry and instinctively separated one side of the bed, then stood there for a second, realizing nobody was coming back for it. And honestly, I just felt tired afterward. Not shattered, not dramatic, just tired in a way I can't really explain. I still leave space for you, inside routines, inside silence, inside little unconscious habits. I still leave space for you, and maybe I always will a little. Maybe healing isn't removing someone completely. Maybe it's accepting that certain parts of them stay woven into your life quietly, not loudly, not painfully, just there. I still leave space for you. I still leave space for you. Less than before, but not gone. I still leave space for you, in ways I only notice late at night. The other side of the bed stayed cold, and somehow that felt normal now. I deleted your pictures, then restored them 30 minutes later. I don't know what's happening to me lately. I keep trying to clean my phone, like deleting things will fix something. But every small reminder of you feels impossible to actually lose. Your name still appears in autocorrect. Your birthday still lives in my passwords. And somehow those tiny things hurt more than the breakup itself now. I've been talking to myself more often, answering questions nobody asked, sitting awake at 3 a.m., feeling emotionally stuck in place. I don't know how to forget you. I don't know how. I don't know how to forget you. To forget you. I try, I really try, but I don't know how. Something's wrong with me because I still imagine telling you things every single day. Good news, bad dreams, random thoughts in grocery stores. My brain still reaches for you first before reality catches up again. And honestly, that moment keeps destroying me. I tried meeting new people recently, but every conversation felt temporary, like I was secretly comparing everyone to someone I already lost. I don't think I'm okay anymore. I think part of me never accepted that you left. I don't know how to forget you. Your voice still exists inside ordinary moments. I don't know how. I don't know how to you too tightly. Maybe I built too much of myself around being loved by you. Because now that you're gone, everything feels unstable, even me. I don't know how to forget you. I don't know how to forget you. Even after all this time, I still carry you into every room, every night, every version of myself. I don't know how. The screen dimmed again, but I still couldn't close the chat. I walked home in the rain tonight and didn't rush this time. The city sounded softer somehow. Cars passing slowly, water dripping from street signs, people talking through open windows. Everything kept moving normally, and for once I didn't feel left behind by it. I still think about you often, usually in small ways. Now, when I hear certain songs or make too much coffee by accident, or wake up before sunrise on quiet weekends, the memories still arrive. They just land more gently these days. I carry it quietly now, quietly now. It stays beside me. I carry it quietly now. Your absence changed me permanently. I can admit that now, not in dramatic ways, just subtle ones. The way I notice silence more, the way I hold people closer, the way certain nights still feel heavier, for reasons I can't fully explain. But I think that's part of loving someone deeply. They leave fingerprints behind on your routines, your thoughts, your ordinary life, and somehow that doesn't scare me anymore. I carry it quietly now, quietly now. It stays beside me. I carry it quietly now. Slower, more aware of how fragile things are. I carry it quietly now, quietly now. It stays beside me. I carry it quietly now. Faded into the distance, and I listened until the room went still again. It's been long enough, hasn't it? I thought this would fade by now. I stopped counting the weeks somewhere around last month, but certain nights still pull me back without asking first. Your picture doesn't ruin me anymore, not like it used to. But there's still this ache that quietly stays underneath everything. I cleaned my room yesterday, found your hair tied near the desk, and for a second it felt like nothing changed at all. I hate how healing works so slowly, you barely notice it. I thought it would fade by now. I thought it would fade somehow, but some parts still stay, some parts still stay. I thought this would fade by now. I've gotten better at pretending. My friends don't ask as much anymore. I laugh at the right moments, I answer text faster now. But late at night, everything becomes honest again. I still think about calling you when something good happens, and that realization alone can ruin an entire evening. There are moments I almost feel normal, then your memory enters quietly, like it never actually left. And suddenly I'm sitting here again, staring at nothing. I thought it would fade, I really did. Everyone says time fixes this, so why am I still here? I thought this would fade by now, but it still finds me somehow. Maybe healing isn't obvious, maybe people just learn how to carry things better, because I still feel you in random quiet moments, and honestly, it scares me a little. I thought this would fade by now. I thought this would fade by now. Maybe softer, maybe smaller, but not gone. I thought it would fade by now, but it stayed. 3:17 a.m. again, and somehow I'm still thinking about you. I looked at old pictures tonight, and honestly, I barely recognized myself. I miss who I was with you, not just us, me too. The version of me that laughed more easily, slept better, looked forward to things naturally. Everything felt lighter back then, even ordinary days felt meaningful somehow. And maybe that's what I miss most, not the relationship exactly, just the way life felt while you were inside it. I miss who I was with you. everything became so quiet. I miss who I was with you. Sometimes I wonder if heartbreak changes people permanently, because there are parts of me that never fully came back afterward. I became more careful, more distant, more used to carrying things alone. And honestly, I don't hate who I now. I just miss the softness I used to have naturally, the trust, the emotional openness, the version of me that wasn't afraid of losing people yet. Maybe grief doesn't only take relationships, maybe it changes the shape of the person left behind too. I miss who I was with you. Inside old photos, inside old playlists, inside old conversations. I miss who I was with you. And sometimes that hurts more than missing you. But maybe growing means accepting that you can't return to older versions of yourself completely. Maybe every person you love leaves something behind in you. Some good, some painful, some permanent. I miss who I was with you. I miss who I was with you. Not because I want the past back, just because I finally realized how much that version of me mattered too. I miss who I was with you. But maybe I'm still becoming someone new now. The screen dimmed softly again, and this time I smiled a little before putting it away. I passed that street again tonight, and suddenly everything came back unfinished. There's a coffee shop downtown I still can't walk into alone, 'cause every corner inside it still sounds like your voice somehow. Certain songs still freeze me instantly, certain smells ruin entire evenings. I hate how memory works without asking permission first. I thought time would organize things better, put everything into the past correctly, but some moments still feel open, like they never fully ended. And honestly, I don't know what to do with that. Some memories still feel unfinished, 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 like they're waiting for something. Memories still feel unfinished. I keep remembering random details lately, the way you tapped my arm in public, the way you looked away while laughing, the exact hoodie you wore that November night. Why do I still know these things? I don't think I'm supposed to carry someone this carefully after they're gone. Sometimes I catch myself smiling first before realizing the memory hurts now, and that switch switch from comfort to pain keeps getting harder to survive. Quietly, something about me still stayed there, and I can't seem to get it back. Some memories still feel unfinished, half-open doors, half-healed feelings. Some memories still feel unfinished, like my brain keeps replaying what never got closure. Wish we had one final conversation, not to fix anything, not even to get back together. Just something honest enough to let my mind stop circling this forever. Because silence leaves too much room for imagination. Mine has been destroying me lately. Some memories still feel unfinished, still unfinished, still unfinished. Even after all this time, some memories still feel unfinished. And I think part of me always will be too. The traffic light changed outside, but I stayed there a little longer than I should have. The rain started quietly tonight, and somehow everything inside me slowed down too. The pain feels softer at night lately, not gone, just quieter. Like my mind finally stops fighting itself after the day ends. I still think about you sometimes, but it doesn't feel sharp anymore. It feels distant, warm in a strange way. Like remembering a place I haven't visited in a long time. There's sadness in it still, but less urgency now, less fear. The pain feels softer at night, at night, at night. Like everything finally exhales a little. The pain feels softer at night. I used to dread evenings because silence always brought memories back louder. But now the quiet feels different somehow. More reflective, less overwhelming. I can sit with old thoughts now without completely disappearing into them. And honestly, that still surprises me, because there was a time I genuinely thought I'd never feel peaceful again. But healing arrives slowly through ordinary nights, through softer reactions, through learning how to stay present without running from every feeling. The pain feels softer at night, inside a rainfall, inside slow conversations with myself. The pain feels softer at night, and maybe I finally do too. I don't think sadness fully leaves people. I think it changes temperature, changes shape, becomes easier to carry, until one day you realize it no longer controls the room. Every time it enters, the pain feels softer at night. in a quiet way. The rain faded into silence slowly, and I stayed there, listening without hurting as much. The apartment used to feel too quiet. Now it just feels normal. The emptiness feels familiar now, not comforting, not painful, just familiar. I know where the silence settles at night. I know which parts of the day feel the heaviest. I know how to distract myself before certain memories fully arrive. It's strange how people adapt to sadness slowly, without even realizing it. I still think about you sometimes, but it feels different lately. Less like falling apart, more like carrying an old bruise that never fully disappeared. The emptiness feels familiar now, familiar now, familiar now, like something I learned how to live beside. The emptiness feels familiar now. I don't wait for messages anymore. I don't check your profile much. I don't replay conversations every night. But there are still moments where I notice your absence quietly, like reaching for my phone during dinner, hearing good news and not knowing who to tell first anymore. And honestly, that part still hurts a little. Not enough to ruin me, just enough to remind me what changed. I think healing looks smaller than I expected it to. The emptiness feels familiar now, inside routines, inside quiet mornings. The emptiness feels familiar now, and maybe that's not the worst thing anymore. I used to think moving on meant feeling nothing, but maybe it just means the sadness stops surprising you. Maybe it becomes part of the background, less sharp, less demanding, just there sometimes. The emptiness feels familiar now. The emptiness feels familiar now. Not home, not healing, just something I finally stopped resisting. The emptiness feels familiar now, and somehow that feels peaceful tonight. The lights outside blurred softly, and for once I didn't reach for my phone. I don't think people leave places completely. I think parts of them stay behind. Some parts of me stayed there, inside old apartments, inside conversations we never finished, inside late night drives, inside versions of myself that don't exist anymore. Sometimes I notice it quietly. Certain memories still feel emotionally alive. like they belong to someone I almost remember being. And honestly, I'm not sad about it the same way anymore. It just feels true, like loving someone deeply changes where pieces of you live forever. Some parts of me stayed there, stayed there, stayed there, even after everything moved on. Some parts of me stayed there. I used to think healing meant getting every piece of yourself back, but now I'm not sure that's how people work, because every relationship leaves something behind. Certain habits, certain fears, certain tenderness, certain ways of seeing the world. And maybe that's okay. Maybe becoming someone new always requires leaving older versions of yourself in places you can't return to anymore. I still miss parts of that life sometimes, but gently now, without trying to hold on to it. Some parts of me stayed there, inside old songs, inside familiar streets, inside quiet winter nights. Some parts of me stayed there, and maybe they were supposed to. I don't want to erase the past anymore, even the painful parts, because they shape me too. And honestly, there's something peaceful about finally accepting that not every chapter needs to disappear completely. Some things just become part of you. Some parts of me stayed there, some parts of me stayed there, not trapped, not broken, just woven into memories that still matter quietly. Some parts of me stayed there, and I think I'm finally okay with that now. Street lights blurred softly outside, and for once, the past felt gentle instead of heavy. Nothing dramatic happened today, and somehow that felt important. Maybe healing feels as quiet, not sudden, not cinematic, just small moments where the sadness stops taking over everything. I made coffee this morning and didn't think about you immediately. I drove home in silence tonight, without replaying old conversations. Even the apartment feels softer lately, less haunted, less heavy. And honestly, I almost didn't notice the difference at first. Maybe healing feels this quiet, feels this quiet, feels this quiet, like slowly returning to yourself again. Maybe healing feels this quiet. I still miss you sometimes. Certain songs still catch me off guard. Certain nights still feel too long, but the pain doesn't control the entire day anymore. It arrives, sits beside me quietly, then leaves again, and maybe that's progress. I think I spent so long expecting healing to feel obvious. Like one morning I'd wake up completely different. But maybe it's smaller than that. Maybe it's just breathing easier without realizing when it started. Maybe healing feels this quiet inside ordinary mornings, inside peaceful silence. Maybe healing feels this quiet, less empty, less afraid. I don't think I'll forget you completely, and honestly, I don't think I need to anymore. Because missing someone doesn't always mean you're still broken. Sometimes it just means they mattered. Maybe healing feels this quiet. Maybe healing feels this quiet. Not happiness, not closure, just softer nights and lighter thoughts. Maybe healing feels this quiet. And maybe that's enough for now. The morning light reached the floor